This video is about the benchmark overview tool on Atlas. Data providers will receive credentials to log into the Atlas website via email once the data they shared is processed by the Atlas team. They can log in using the login button seen on the top right of the website. Once logged in, you can click on Data Benchmark Overview to access the Benchmark Overview tool. Here you can compare your institution against regional or global benchmarks depending on the level of transparency selected when sharing data. So benchmarks are regional if the full transparency option was selected, or they're global if the partial transparency option is selected. On the page, you will see the indicator categories on the left and the selected indicators for the search on the right. You can remove an indicator by clicking on the cross, or you can choose to include an additional indicator from the categories by clicking on the plus next to the category and on the indicator itself to select an additional indicator. You will also see that your institution is pre-selected as a default selection on the page. This cannot be modified. In this case, we see Atlas Demo 2. And once you click on search, you will see the results. A couple of seconds, yes. So all the indicators seen on the right should have a corresponding graph below. In this case, because the full transparency option was used and the institution is based in Kenya, we see that the Sub-Saharan Africa benchmark is used. On Atlas, your institution or the selection will always be in orange, while the benchmarks will always be in blue. As a default, data of 3 years is used for all searches. You can break down the data according to year by clicking on the graph once. You can also choose to change the calculation from average to median and vice versa, depending on your preference. Graphs can also be downloaded by clicking on the download button next to the graph. You can also see the indicator definition by clicking on the show definition button below the graph. Finally, you can also make a bookmark of your selection so that you don't have to search for the same indicators every time you log in by clicking on the Save Filters to Bookmarks and name it this. And that's about everything on the tool. Thank you for your time.